Welcome back everyone. In our continuation subject History Standard 7th, chapter number 9, The Maratha War of Independence. Video 2nd. Students, in first video we have seen after Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, his son Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj, he became the king of Swarajya. Then how he protected Swarajya from other enemies, and we also have learned about his struggle, his strength, his courage, his strongness in first video. Now we will start to this video with our first point of this chapter, campaign against the Siddhi. So let's start. The Siddhi of Janjira used to harass the people in the Maratha territory. He used to raid, burn and loot the Maratha territory and commit atrocities. Sabhasada has described him as a rat in the house. Sambhaji Maharaj started a campaign against him in 1682 CE. His army laid a siege to Siddhi's Dandarajpuri fort and battered the fort of Janjira with the artillery. But at the same time, the Mughal army invaded Swaraj. Sambhaji Maharaj had to abandon the Janjira campaign and turn back. Siddhi of Janjira, he used to harass the people, Maratha people, those who were in the Maratha territory. So he used to harass them, he used to trouble them. He used to burn and loot the Maratha territory and commit atrocities. So Sabhasada has described him as a rat in the house. Means those who mischief the things and misbehave the things in that way. So Sambhaji Maharaj started a campaign against him in 1682. His army laid a siege to Siddhi's Dandarajpuri fort. Siege means encirclement. Okay. And battered the fort of Janjira with artillery. But at the same time, what happened? The Mughal army invaded Swaraj. And that time Sambhaji Maharaj had to abandon the Janjira campaign and he turned back. Okay, now see next point. Campaign against the Portuguese. The Portuguese of Goa joined hands with the emperor against Sambhaji Maharaj. So Sambhaji Maharaj decided to teach a lesson to the Portuguese. He attacked the Revedanda fort of the Portuguese in 1683 CE. To counter this, the Portuguese laid a siege, means encirclement, to the Fonda court of the Marathas on the Goa border. The Marathas broke through the siege and attacked Goa. In this battle, Yesaji Kank showed great valor. The Portuguese governor got wounded and retreated. Sambhaji Maharaj followed him. The Portuguese were in deep trouble. At this time, Sambhaji Maharaj got the news that the Mughals had attacked South Konkan. Therefore, he had to abandon the winning campaign of Goa and returned to fight with Mughals. next point is the end of Adil Shahi and Qutub Shahi. Aurangzeb did not succeed in his campaign against the Marathas. Therefore, he suspended that campaign. Then he turned towards the kingdoms of Adil Shah and Qutub Shah and conquered them. The wealth and army of both the kingdoms was now acquired by the Mughals, and it made Aurangzeb even stronger. Then he concentrated all his might on defeating the Marathas. He attacked their territory from all sides. The Maratha army, General Hambirrao Mohite, got killed during an encounter with the Mughal army. Due to this blow, the military strength of Sambhaji Maharaj was weakened. So let's understand about this paragraph. See, students, Aurangzeb didn't get succeed. So that is why he left his campaign and he joined to Qutub Shah and Adil Shah, and he conquered them. They had wealth and army, and it acquired by the Mughals, and it made Aurangzeb more stronger. So that is why he concentrated to fight with Marathas again. He attacked the territory from all sides, from all ways. In that battle, Maratha army general Hambirrao Mohite, he got killed. He was very trustworthy, he was very strongest person, but he got killed during encounter with Mughal army. And due to this blow, the military strength of Sambhaji Maharaj was weakened. Now let's see next point, administration of Sambhaji Maharaj. Even though Sambhaji Maharaj was busy fighting on various battle fronts, he did not ignore his administrative responsibilities. He continued the prompt justice and revenue system, which was a characteristic of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj's era. He severely punished the landlords who harassed common people and who rebelled against the Swaraj. He gave administrative powers to Maharani Yesubai. He gave her her own stamp. He continued the legacy of Shivaji Maharaj's welfare policies. Sambhaji Maharaj knew Sanskrit and many other languages well. He studied many ancient books on polity and wrote their gist in a book called Buddhabhushanam. So students, Sambhaji Maharaj was very busy person, but still he was knowing his responsibility. We can understand through his work and administration. Okay, let's see next point. Death of Sambhaji Maharaj. Aurangzeb was trying very hard to defeat Sambhaji Maharaj. He had placed Makarab Khan in charge of Kolhapur province. Makarab Khan learnt that Sambhaji Maharaj was at Sangameshwar in Konkan. He raided the place and captured Sambhaji Maharaj. When Sambhaji Maharaj was taken to the emperor, he faced him fearlessly. By the emperor's orders, he was brutally put to death on 11th March 1689. This Maratha Chhatrapati did not compromise his self-respect and faced his death nobly and bravely. The Marathas took inspiration from his sacrifice and intensified their fight against the Mughals. Okay, let's learn more about Sambhaji Maharaj and his friend Kavi Kalash. Captured of Sambhaji Maharaj and Kavi Kalash were taken to Bahadurgarh in present-day Ahmednagar district, where Aurangzeb humiliated them by parading them wearing clown's cloth, and they were subjected to insults by Mughal soldiers. Accounts vary as to the reasons for what came next. Mughal accounts state that Sambhaji was asked to surrender his forts, treasures, and names of Mughal collaborators with the Marathas, and that he sealed his fate by insulting both the emperor and the Islamic prophet Muhammad during interrogation, and was executed for having killed Muslims. The Mughal Empire sentenced Sambhaji Maharaj to death for the atrocities his troops perpetrated against Muslims in Baranpur, including plunder, killing, rape, and torture. Sambhaji Maharaj challenged Aurangzeb in open court and refused to convert to Islam. Sambhaji Maharaj was ordered by the emperor to embrace Islam. He refused and was made to run the whole imperial army. Tattered and bleeding, he brought before the emperor and repeated his refusal. His tongue was torn, and again the question was put. He called for writing material and wrote, "Not even if the emperor bribed me with his daughter, so then he was put to death by torture." Some accounts state that Sambhaji Maharaj's body was cut into pieces and thrown into the river, or that the body or portions were recaptured and cremated at the confluences of rivers at Tulapur. So students, I hope you must have liked history of our Sambhaji Maharaj. He was very strong, but he could not defeat himself. Till the end, he was fighting with Aurangzeb. But finally, he died on 11th March 1689. I hope you have liked it. Thank you.